in America we think of Canada as just kind of like second America, but Quebec is it's really a different culture because it's not just a bunch of people that decide to speak French every day, that is their language and their culture.
Being here and being involved and being so immersed in another language was super challenging for me.
I learned a lot about the Quebec culture, about how lost they are and how similar they are to us, but yet how different with their beliefs and just how they interact with other people.
Coming here, it was really eye-opening, and I think during missions conference it was mentioned by the staff of Parole de Vie how lost this place is.
They are literally worshiping statues, and it's they're worshiping idols, and it's so close to home, but they're so lost and it's so dark, and they need to know about Jesus.
When I came here, it was like, wow, it's so much darkness, they're so lost. It's like, I would take all my friends, it's like, no, don't go to Africa or South America, we all need to go to Quebec. It's like, no.
I didn't know we were going to meet so many different people and different aspects of ministry, like some with athletes, some with the pregnancy center, and just some that were just straight discipleship, which was so cool.
There is something for everyone because, I mean, like, we got to minister to every single age group from 2 to 102.
So I think that really impacted me. It was chapel in French with all the students here. It was so cool to see them just like worshiping the same God as me in French.
Yeah, I love family time because it wasn't just the sharing the quiet time, which was cool because I love hearing like what other people got out of it, you know, like those aha moments.
It was
crazy.
I know.
It was crazy. But also,
so
you know, when David would sit down and just open, you know, some other passage completely different from what our quiet time was and just pour into us. Because like, I don't know about you guys, but I always, in the mornings, I just felt so exhausted every day. And it was just like the 7 weeks of snow camp and everything. But having that moment in the Word to recharge was like, okay, yeah, like now I'm ready. Because we just got to talk and fellowship, and it was so needed.
It's very eye-opening to see how similar we are to our northern family, and yet how different we are in our belief system, and that really shook me when I found that out.
So definitely I think that every person should come to Quebec at some point. If your desire is to really grow in the Lord, if your desire is to strengthen and deepen your relationship with Him, this Propel trip really forced you to do that.
If you don't have a heart or a burden or a realization of how much the gospel is needed everywhere, come to Quebec. Because coming here, I knew people need the gospel, that's a given. But seeing it and seeing their hopelessness and seeing how much they need the gospel and how much they don't even know what it is. Their hope is in statues and rituals or nothing. And when you come here, you see it and you feel it.
This trip is so eye-opening, and it takes something that we don't really know much about and just changes your perspective completely. And so I would definitely recommend this trip if you want to be challenged in a way you've never been challenged before.
You might have your heart broken and you might want to do something about it.
So we went to this ice cream place, and you order ice cream and they dip it in like all these, what were they, different chocolates?
They're like different flavors of chocolate. You get like chocolate with maple, chocolate with cotton
and you
candy
can sample
flavor,
as many as
chocolate
you
with
want.
Oreos and
it's like the Canadian Martha's.
yeah,
but better, but way better.